We were born to fight!
Hello there. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, but I thought I'd start doing something new. I'm calling it Second Breakfast, which for you Lord of the Rings fans, you may know as a Hobbit sort of thing. So I'm just doing that to give it a title, but I just put, some leisurely reviews from music or movies or books coming up. So for this first one, I'm going to review Oh Sleeper, their new album Children of Fire, which was released digitally on September 6th and released in CD format on September 27th. And basically I've been listening to this virtually non-stop for the past like 3 or 4 weeks, and it's an incredible concept album that I think is really well developed. Basically, not to give too much away, but to just give you the basics, it picks up where Son of the Morning left off, the battle between God and Satan, and after God's victory, both of them disappear, and mankind is left wondering what happened to them. Their assumption is that both have vanished or died, and now without the threat of hell or the promise of heaven, everyone is living vicariously. And if the story focuses on 2 characters, one of which is a priest who feels betrayed by God, and now that he's no longer there, this man decides to take up the role of a vigilante and become a judge and to avenge what he sees fit, or who deserves punishment. And also there's his daughter, who's an atheist, but upon seeing God and then seeing him disappear, she starts to question her own cynicism and follows her journey towards redemption. Both lyrically and musically, I think this is a very powerful album. The strongest musical tracks, especially for in relation to guitar work, I'd say are Dealers of Fame, In the Wake of Pigs, and Children of Fire. But the interesting thing about this album is that there are 2 tracks, The Conscience Speaks and Means to Believe, that are slow. The latter almost reminds me of something that it has a sort of Stone Sour or Stained sort of feel to it, but they're slower songs in which Shane takes up all of the singing, and they're very mellow and powerful tracks to kind of add diversity to it. And again, lyrically speaking, just about every track has such power to it. The 2 that stray somewhat from the concept album are Hush Yael and Dealers of Fame, but those reflect real events that happened in history of brutality and slaughter, and are supposed to kind of support the what happens in a world now without values and without God or the devil. My favorite songs, just because they're so, actually it's very hard to pick favorites because they're so in your face, but my favorites are Means to Believe, In the Wake of Pigs, and The Family Ruin. That one especially has a duality between Shane's singing and Micah's screaming, and they're kind of playing opposing voices in different parts, and it's very interesting to see that conflict. And I will warn you, if you're not used to listening to this type of music in the first place, the lyrical matter, especially towards the beginning, is very, very dark and heavy, but in the way I see it, it is cathartic of at least, some of the feelings that some of us may have from time to time when we feel like we are living in a godless world, that these songs express what we've been thinking but never been able to put words to. And then in that way, we're able to see kind of our own journey back onto the right path, back to light and back to God, and it's really powerful. So if you're a fan of metal music and some meaningful concepts behind it, I would suggest you check out this album, Children of Fire by Oh Sleeper. Until next time, have a good day.